YouTube.
Alright.
So I just gotta make sure you have audio.
Join me while I water my plants.
I don't know if that's how that works.
People like plants. I like plants.
I mean, they do, but I'm just saying.
What are you saying, Eric?
I'm saying you're not here for the stuff.
Think it's working?
I don't know. I gotta make sure your audio comes through.
Yeah, I'm trying to say a few things. Like, words and stuff.
Yeah.
We can see if the words and stuff are coming through and stuff.
Try now. Talk.
Checkity, check, talk.
Check it.
Welcome to morning coffee on a Thursday, which isn't typical, but
I've had a week.
Can they hear me?
I don't know. I'm still trying to figure that out. We can hear Tina. Oh, there's Tina.
I can.
Tina has an echo. Happy echo. Can they still hear you, Tina?
Checky.
Dude, Figgy, thank you so much for the $20 donation. Tina would know that if she was coming and hanging out with us, actually.
Hey, I haven't spent as much time in my office lately, so my plants in here are getting neglected. Alright, but I am here now. I see. I can pull up the YouTube so I can share it, because that's what we usually start with.
Yeah, I don't know if they can hear you. I don't know.
I thought they said they could.
Yeah, but there was a really weird echo, and I'm not sure why there was an echo. I guess I could put my headset on.
My input's probably going in twice, or is it echo for you?
It's an echo on my end,
Tina's
too.
in the stadium. Tina is the stadium.
Let me see. I may not be able to have any guess if this is the case, but I could just change this to, actually I'd have to change. Okay, there's that. Properties, change this, bam. And then this, turn this on, properties. You can't be working right now, dear.
I'm not. I'm posting.
Nope.
I'm sharing it. It's part of our job.
Okay, there's Eric. Sounds, money.
Money.
Just quiet for both. I don't think we're hearing Tina through her headset. That's what it was. Okay. Well, once the stream catches up, maybe we'll see if it works.
Is it possible? Let me check and see what my settings are, because it's possible it's pulling through the...
No, I got it. Yours is
okay?
fine. Yeah, it wouldn't. There'd be nothing on your side because I can hear you.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay, thanks for bearing with us, guys. We're still dealing with some internet issues on my side, and I just haven't had time to get the internet people over here. So, but hi. I'm not sure if y'all are here for updates, but we've kind of had a rough week.
Yeah.
You've seen Eric's post or my post. Neither of us have shared a lot about what's going on, but I don't know how to keep morning coffee light. I would like to, but it's kind of hard to. I don't want to fake it, you know? You guys are our homies.
Okay, so straight up kind of everything in the world right now, not just like, I mean, partially in the world, but
I'm just here to party. You came to the wrong place.
But in general, for us, there's just a lot of chaos and a lot of things happening that suck. and it's not fun. Things aren't going well. There are a lot of some positives to some of the stuff that's going on, which is really, really nice.
Like
But
infinite stuff and thought
infinite
space
thought
stuff.
space, they just had a meeting with Simon Feasey of RPM, so there might be a collaboration in the works there. Should be super, super cool. So there's just a lot of stuff that is great, but
I don't have really anything
there's a
that's
lot of
like
stuff
super
that
positive,
there's
but
a lot
you
of stuff
do.
that isn't like it's like cool. I think we talked. Somebody heard me talk about this. Is like I didn't have collision and comprehensive insurance,
Okay,
so
so those of you that don't know, Eric totaled his car last week.
like
He hit a deer at night.
on Sunday.
Yeah. So he called me at like 10:30 at night. I just hit a deer. I don't know how bad it is, but it was bad, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So that happened in South Dakota. Not like Eric was trying to get to Minnesota, and
Well, I was getting into South Dakota. I was 20 minutes from Sioux Falls, where I was going to stay for the night, and leaving myself 3 and a half, 4 hours to drive up to the preserve.
yeah.
So, yeah.
So then the next morning, when he called insurance to get all that figured out, we found out that despite him having a loan on the car, somehow he didn't have collision or comprehensive. So I don't understand how it happened because if you don't know, usually when you have a loan on a car, the bank doesn't allow you to have basic insurance. You have to have collision full coverage to cover their butts if you do get in an accident. So there was like three failures. One was on Eric, one was on the bank, and I feel like one was on the dealership.
Yep.
So it just sucks because that one little tiny detail, that 5 seconds of a phone call that didn't happen, like really changes the trajectory of our lives for the next couple months.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sure most of you know we've been kind of in a hole this year. Whale Sachs is not doing what it was doing.
So if you have a business or you have a tournament, tell them to buy whale sacks.
It would help us both, or dynasties, or whatever.
Yeah, I mean, continue. I'm sorry.
Yeah, yeah, we'll get back into the positives at some point, but
So,
yeah, we've been in a hole, and Eric has something cool coming up that we might have been out of the hole a little bit more. That's not the case now. All of that money goes to
well,
getting Eric a car and paying off his totaled car. It just sucks, you guys. It just sucks.
uh, to also like get towards it, it's like yeah, that sucks, but I was able to have such a great community in the Sioux Falls disc golf community. His name is Alex. He came Alex Barris. He runs a tournament or runs a league down in Sioux Falls. He and many others in the Sioux
Bunch of
Falls
people
community
reached out.
reached out, offering me a place to stay, offering me a ride, offering me so many things. So that was
We really love the
awesome.
disc golf community. It's really
And
awesome that you can be anywhere in the country and still have like a support system.
yeah, and so he's the car got towed to his place. It is staying there until we can get the title. And so once we have the title, I can have it towed again to another location to have it sold for whatever we can get it for. We got to get for it. And at that point, we just take what we can, and that is as good as it gets. We don't even really shop around. Nader Tot,
Nate,
thank
thank
you.
you. I just finished off my coffee.
So, so that's kind of where that stands. On the car, on the Rogue. I had Calvin Heimberg. Yo, Jacob.
Jacob,
Thank you.
thank you.
Dear car. Um.
Dear car. Nice emote choices.
So the uh So Calvin Heimberg and Madison Walker found a way to make a good situation to be able to come get me and all my stuff. So Madison loaned Vinny her card. Nabes, let's go. Thank you, thank you, thank you so
Oh my
much.
gosh, you guys are crazy.
Um, so
777.
Vinny drove in Monday night, picked me up. I already had an idea um of move or of getting into something, and so I got a 2014 Dodge Caravan that has about 157,000 miles on it for an okay deal. Like it wasn't, I wouldn't say it was the best deal I could find, but I wasn't
Used
really.
cars are very expensive right now.
They are, and I'm in a situation where it's like I can't wait and shop around type of thing. I don't have time, was not necessarily on my side, and a big part of it is I don't want to be inconveniencing my friends more than I feel like I already am. So that was part of it. But was able to get into a decent vehicle. Used to be a rental, had two owners. It's like totally fine. It's like I just need this to get to I need to get this to uh get it back to Florida at the end of the season.
Are
If
you glossing over the fact that you bought a minivan?
I love the minivan, Donna Dodge.
You guys, Eric has a minivan. I just think it's so funny for some reason.
Yeah, I'm rocking a minivan, and uh, the big reason why we went with this minivan is that it actually has uh like bars on the top. What do you call those? Roof rack bars
Roof rack, yeah, like support bars.
that'll fit my Thule, and that's a big factor that I have components that can fit it, can so I'll be able to put the Thule on top of this without having to install anything, which is so great. And the other part about the minivan is that there's a good chance that once it gets to Florida, it can become a Tina sun and soil flower vehicle, which will allow her to get stuff without having to rely on Steph. It will allow her to
I love
do a
our
lot of
trips with
stuff.
Steph, though.
Yeah. Let's go, Dominic, Chaser. Thank you guys so much.
Oh, you guys, thank you. Cheers
Uh,
to you.
did you see what Chaser said? Oh, I love the Shaggin' Wagon. It's great. He says I need to work with Garrett on doing some venison jerky.
Oh,
No, because of the deer.
oh my God.
It's so good. It's
That's
like
fun. I don't know why I didn't.
yeah. No, when he said it
I'm
to me, I was like,
very
I had
tired.
a second, and then I picked up on it, and I was like, he's a
I figured
genius.
out what he was saying.
Yeah. So all that, it's like this will be fine. We might have to put a little more money into it just because that's how cars work. And I will start the search for a vehicle this off season, and we'll go from there. And I
And
will
then
say,
I get another one of Eric's hand-me-downs instead of
sure,
having my own vehicle.
you can trade this in. You can trade in that and the fit if you need to, dear. You can do whatever you want. Um,
It's just so silly.
uh, when it comes down to it, though, I'm happy that I got myself into a reliable, safe vehicle because I really do think that was a big factor in me being okay. Um, and I in the grand scheme of the situation, I felt like I was paying enough attention to the road. Like I mean, I was playing music and it was late, so I might have been slightly tired, but I was on the road, and it's just, I mean, when you're on I-90, the speed limit's 80 miles per hour, so I was kind of, I mean, I was ripping down the highway, so it kind of was one of those things that it might not have really been that avoidable anyways. So I'm trying, it all happened so fast that I felt like I was driving correctly. Like it wasn't like I was looking away or anything. So yeah, I don't know. It's tough.
It
It's tough.
Not to say it's inevitable, but you literally drive for a living, so
Yeah.
the
things
odds of
happening.
it happening at some point or some sort of accident, unfortunately, are very, very high.
It's the first in 6.5 years of being on
Yeah,
the
we hit
road.
a raccoon.
That was it, but that was no damage other than nothing that caused us to have to take anything to the shop, right?
No, it was really gross, but no, you're right.
Hmm?
Um,
Oh yeah,
and then we've had
yeah.
our RV like fall apart,
But the
but
raccoon's
not
dead.
like the raccoon definitely had some damage.
So yeah, so that's like
But yeah,
we've
that's
been very
true.
it's been very fortunate, and my dad said a small silver lining is that the money that we've saved on not having collision and comprehensive over all these years is like, hey, you did save some money, but it's not all at once. And it's like, I appreciate that, like spinning it to glass half full type situations, but it's
Only
like,
because we've been fortunate,
yeah, we've been very
like
fortunate, but now he's like, but it's the perfect lesson to learn. You kind of did save some money over all those years, so that's okay. You're okay. You didn't call me from a hospital, and now you have the proper insurance. He's like, look at it that way. And I was like, I appreciate you, Dad, like in helping me spin things to a positive light, because I mean, it's been, yeah, it sucked. Right? Not, we're PG-14 on this. Like, I'll keep it light. PG
PG-14 since when?
PG-34. Sorry.
Yeah, you're 34 now.
It effing sucked. Like, it was the worst. But through all of this, there's been some silver linings of swirly S-Blend dynasties are in, and they are getting stamped soon. We have Metal Flake Glow dynasties that just showed up. We're working on this. We're working on a new stamp, and that's happening. Pathfinders are stamped and ready to go. So there's going to be a lot of EO product out, and um, it would be huge. Fig, I don't think we did. So,
What do you mean you don't think so? I asked you to check.
hey, Anthony, I love you. I didn't have gap insurance. I know that. Like, I know for a
You said,
fact.
yeah, you just said I don't think so.
Oh,
Everything about this we need to know for positive. If there's any chance we can get any money back, we need to do it. That's
yeah,
all I'm saying.
yeah.
But anyways, that happened and then I've been prepping and practicing and paid to be in this dance showcase with Alyssa. That was supposed to be this Saturday, but one of the instructors got COVID, and so they postponed it to the end of July when I'm going to be in Europe. So now, like a month and a half of my time, and I was really looking forward to it, and I was really excited. That's just like gone, and that happened. I think the same day, actually. I was really like, I don't know why I'm so upset about it, but I'm really upset about it. And then something else happened that I want to share with you guys because I'd love your help with it, but more to come on that. So, most of you, if you follow my Instagram at all, have met Daisy.
Mm, yeah. What's up, Greasy? Thank you so much.
Thanks, Greasy. Um, Dazer Gazer is what we call her.
Yeah, Greasy, we should definitely do something. We'll talk today. I have all the time in the world today, so I've just been playing one-sided tag. Go ahead, love.
um,
Dazer Gazer though.
Dazer Gazer. I have to remember to say it in a way that isn't so dramatic. Daisy's okay. She has a broken femur, but she was under a car when it was backing out, and so it ran over her femur. She is my garden friend. If any of you watched the garden tour video, she's in there. She's hyper. She's cute and cuddly and sweet and funny. I just love her so much.
Thank you,
Thanks, Chloe.
Chloe. Appreciate
You
you.
guys are awesome.
Loved your disc golf player highlight on the Whale Sex page. That was really
Very
cool.
cool. Yeah.
Go check that out.
Um. So her owner all of a sudden has all of these medical bills, and she just was recovering from like a pretty bad illness as well. And now she has a broken femur and she has a cast and like she can't walk, and they're having to watch her like really closely because after the first day she took her cast off somehow. Um and so anyways, it's just this, I'm very, she's like my best friend. I love my cats, but I don't even feed this cat and she loves me. So,
Mm-hmm.
anyways, I wanted to do a fundraiser for them because it's expensive. Any of these like vet bills are very expensive. So we have two patterns. We're gonna make some whale sacks, kind of like we did for Hershey when we had to do surgery for Hershey. So that's one of them. That's Daisy with little daisies in the background. And then Zach helped me with these yesterday. Let's see if I can find the other one. And the other one is like a blue background. Um, so anybody would like it. It's a little different than that now, but anyways. So we'll post that in the pod. If you're not part of the Discord, please be part of the Discord. And then Eric and I also talked about doing a live stream for Daisy as well. Probably some Rocket League or whatever, right, Eric?
Yeah, I think that'd be great.
So we'll get to planning on that. It's just they have a ton of unexpected bills all of a sudden, and they already had a bunch of health stuff with her the last month. So my heart just goes out to them and to Daisy. She has this like big heavy cast on, and it's just so sad. Oh, what you doing,
Sorry,
Eric?
I was getting the Discord link. My bad. I forgot that
It's okay.
that was being shared.
That's okay.
Mm.
Cool. Anyways, that's pretty much the negatives. There's plenty of other random stuff that's kind of come up, but
Yeah, and
it
honestly,
just feels like it's piling on at the moment, you
uh,
know.
I I think what we're going to do is we're going to take 50% of what we earn from this YouTube video today, and we're going to put that towards the
Put
Daisy
that
Fund.
towards Daisy.
Yeah.
I think
As
that
much
is a great idea.
as we also need the money, like as like a car expense and everything,
Yeah, there's a
it's
lot of
we
shit to
have
make up for right now.
we have a lot of amazing opportunities in the future, and for this creature and her family and the fact of the positivity that she brings us and how nice she is, it is way more important for us to do something about it and help, even if we need it. Like, we don't we're not in dire need of all this. We will be okay in
Yeah,
the long
ours
run.
can shake out over the next couple months, or
Yeah, and we would love
hopefully by the
for
end of the year.
anything
Who knows? But
anything that Daisy needs, we can help with. So, yeah, we will be posting about it. We'll be shared. So, make sure you guys stay tuned for that, and please spread the word to help out this wonderful, wonderful creature and her family. It'd be awesome. So yeah, there's that. Tina missed dance. There's that. Germ's tire. Luke Humphreys had a tire thing. I don't know if he's talked about it or posted about it, but Chris Clemens, the transmission on his vehicle out. Like, I hit a deer. It's like, what is going
what's happening?
on? You know, like, I heard
What
a
is
friend of ours,
happening?
his girlfriend broke up with him. It's just like, why are things in the world happening the way they're happening? Because I want things to be positive. I want things to be okay. And, like, it's just this slow grind of chaos that it's like, all right, world, like, chill out. Like, we get it. We get it. But in the grand scheme of things, like, I'm healthy. Everybody I've talked to who's had car problems is healthy. Hey, let's go. Cheers, Michael Stewart. Appreciate you.
Thank you.
Um, yeah, so a lot of that is happening, and it's like kind of okay to just work with it. But um, yeah, I want to talk about I want to talk about uh the the whole story stamp stuff. If you, but
RMJX, I saw that. I'm really sorry. Go ahead, dear. He just lost his grandpa. He's in our Discord
I'm
too.
so sorry to hear that, man. Thoughts are
Yeah.
with you, man. That's so tough,
Sorry, I didn't mean to
dude.
interrupt you.
Very
That's
no, no,
just
no,
important.
no. Yeah, we definitely like. Please send some positivity to RMJ. That's definitely. Please, yeah, do that. Um, yeah. Do you have anything else you wanna talk about?
Me?
Lilo, thank you so much.
D Lilo, thank you so much.
Oh yeah, this thing I don't know what I'm gonna do with it. Tina has asked me multiple times to cut it off, but
Your beard?
yeah,
Yeah, I don't love it. I saw your running pictures you posted the other day and was like, wow.
yeah. I've been combing it,
It's
but
a
I
little
definitely I
it's a
want
little
to
much right now.
I want to see if I can get it shaped and see if I like it. So I'd spend money to have it like
Well, why don't you
professionally
go to East
trimmed.
Hill when you're here?
That's the plan. I'll probably book one.
I'll go get a beer at Alga
That'd be sweet.
while you're getting your hair done.
Yeah. Meow. Uh,
She's so loud.
uh,
Say hi, Bobby.
yeah. So I'm gonna see if it looks any better if it gets like trimmed and manicured, but if it doesn't, then it'll probably be gone. So I might just
Oh,
waste a little bit of money, but it's not too much to get a beard trim. Okay.
Dominic wants to know if I have any positive plant news.
Yeah.
Kind of. I mean, the garden looks great right now. It's been 100 degrees pretty much for a week and a half.
Mhm.
Well, it's been high 90s the last 2 days. It's been 99. So really, really hot over here. But my positive news, other than just the fact that the garden looks good, is that um, I have hired a helper. His name is Seb. He's a friend of Steph's and mine, and he is gonna come help take care of the garden now and also when I'm gone in Europe. So that's definitely a step up for me.
Mhm.
We've done a couple markets, which is a positive, but we've barely broken even or not broken even on the market. So that's kind of a downside for sure. But it's one of the steps into getting our name out there is kind of just taking a hit for a little while. But uh, it's interesting going from disc golf and like having that kind of following already when we do go vend, we know there's going to be people there to now where it's like nobody knows who I am or what I do. And I'm just kind of like hoping that people will start to use me in the future. So, not that I need to make bank on the business or anything, but it would be nice to at least sell the things that I bring to market because I put a lot of time into that. And coming home with over half of what I brought is like disheartening. But that's okay. It's also really hot, so people aren't at markets on 99 to 100-degree days. They're
Mhm.
just not. Um, but I'm still enjoying the garden, and the house has come along a long ways. Probably something financially we should have waited on. This year has not been our best year, but it's an investment, so there's that. So that's really exciting that the house feels beautiful and cozy, and um, I can't wait for Eric to come see it because he hasn't seen any of it. Not the fridge, not the
Nope.
countertops,
Nope.
not the rest of the kitchen, not the bathroom being finished. So
It's gonna be
that's
cool.
definitely a positive. So
Yeah.
and yeah, and yeah, Dominic's like people aren't spending money right now. Um and that's okay. I get it. Anytime I go buy anything, I have like a flutter in my heart because everything is so expensive.
Mhm.
And I'm buying gas at $15 or $20 a pop instead of filling up like I used to because It's just, yeah, everything's crazy right now, and
Oh, and I noticed Donna is a much bigger tank, so whenever I filled up, I saw the
mhm.
final total. I was like, dang, all right.
You have quite a bit less gas mileage too, right? 22, you probably had
It's about
28 or 29.
it's about 5 or 6 miles less, but it's
Yeah.
also a bigger tank and goes. It says it goes 400 to each tank, so that's like kind of nice, but still, it's a lot.
Disc
And
golf is recession proof. D Lilo, I wish that was true. We're down quite a bit this year from prior years.
but
And I've talked to a couple business owners that are also seeing similar things.
yeah,
But it's not going away. It's just not as poppin' as it was.
we'll get another. I think we'll get another boost at some point once.
It's summer now. I was expecting things to be crazy by now, but they are not.
That's early, so we'll see. I hope it does.
Yeah.
Yeah. Uh. Well, do you mind if I?
Yeah, I'll shut up now.
No, that's not the point. I was just if you still have things you would like to say, please keep
No,
chatting.
I just answering people's questions. And
No.
yes, Gaucho, I would love to win the lottery. That would really save or solve a lot of problems.
Yep.
At least it's all financial for the most part, other than Daisy. Okay,
Hmm.
I'm actually done now.
Let's go, Chaser. The perk is amazing. It's the best. Um. Okay. So, all right. I'm hoping everybody has seen the Dynasty stamp, the Swirly Esplin Dynasties that has the big temple with uh whale sex.
Good old whale sex.
Where I want so the dynasty has the dragons, has the temple, has a little like kind of orb or portal in the middle. That was the start of kind of the idea of like, all right, the dynasty being the name, where do we go with this? And that was really easy. And then, I was working with Thought Space, Aaron Wilmot and his crew. We were talking about, do we want to keep things in the same themes? Hence the alpaca stamp having the shinobi, the ninja on it, and that also, if you check out, there's the portal that's in the middle of the dynasty. The portal is also behind the ninja. That whole concept has now kind of branched itself into we would like to create a whole story behind the stamps. I've talked with Infinite and with Aaron of Thought Space, and they are all completely behind this concept and idea. So the where the idea and concept are going to kind of go from here are simply put, it's we're going to create potentially a either small comic book and or a graphic novel about this. The Pathfinder stamp is going to be the next one. The zone stamps, we had the Zonios, but we're going to have more Zonios that are going to have a different stamp that is going to be in the theme, that is going to fit in with that. More swirly Esplins are coming with the same original dragon and temple design. Uh, the Metal Flake Glow is going to introduce some new aspects to the story arc. The Pathfinder brings in a new kind of a new character, but you're going to see the Shinobi with something new. On top of that, so the zone is going to be about the the portal centric of the zone is going to be the big thing. So it's going to be how we're doing it. So to give a understanding is the portal's orb thing in the middle uh is going to be a uh the power source of the main story. It's like, so this is where everybody wants this thing, right? Everybody wants a part of this. So that's kind of cool. That's allowing that to be the shinobi is your good guy. He's your hero, and we're gonna drive that part forward. He's gonna have a group, a clan of friends, and everything that are facing off against the bad guy. And I'll go ahead and drop it now, so people won't know what it looks like. But you guys are our close knit people who can get excited about this. But the goal for the villain is going to be modeled after like Genghis Khan. So he's going to be a big, mean, military type leader who is basically keeping control of the majority of the portal's power source or whatever, right? Uh, and he has like dragons on his side. So dragons I know are pretty dope, but they might be most of them will probably end up being bad guys and what they use. But then we'll have a whole um, direction that this goes. It's very much in its adolescence of the full story of it, but we just want to introduce the characters, and then writing a story becomes the next step. And I think it'll almost tell itself. But we've had ideas of it's going to be great after you introduce the characters, and then you can show some conflict on the stamps to where we can have multiple characters on the stamp, maybe good and bad, fighting against each other, maybe good and good, so on and so forth, to where you can see these things happening. Because let's be honest, nobody has told a story via stamps. It just hasn't been done.
Yeah, I think that's
And
cool.
and I want to have it be a graphic novel. I'm going to sit down with Aaron and do an interview for our channels to be shared around, talking about the idea. As I mentioned, I might even clue in like a phone call with Infinite because of how excited they are about it and just being able to create this. So if there's a stamp that comes out, it's gonna tie into the story. So I think that allows for you, like, be able to uh, get a part of every part of the collection and allow this to be really cool. So it's it's going to be really fun. And when these Pathfinders drop, I'll just show you the stamp. I got, oh wow, it's right here. Stop it. Let me see. That is the Pathfinder stamp. It looks awesome. You can see the portal in the background. You can see the shinobi. And then that is meant to be a snow leopard. And part of the thought was, when we were doing stamps, was to use endangered species and and to tie into that. That we are going to take $1 of each royalty to put towards national wildlife preservation, similar to what Wild Dis is doing. And so that'll be really, really cool. You'll uh, you'll see a lot of really cool stuff coming out of that. But basically, the shinobi has a familiar, and that is something that fights alongside of him, and that allows us to introduce maybe some more familiars with on the shinobi side, where the Khan and his warriors use dragons and different things like that. So it becomes a David versus Goliath esque feel, and we just keep driving the story, and it'll be really, really cool. So the Pathfinders are coming out in multiple plastics, but my Pathfinders are only going to be in Ethos, which is my personal favorite plastic, and it's amazing. So yeah, sorry I glossed over everything that people were saying in the chat just to kind of get the whole story, but that's the direction we're going. Uh, we're eventually going to be looking for like probably an author and an artist. Well, we'll probably use mainly it will be like a collaboration of artists. It's just being able to put it towards a comic book is something that we're gonna have to find. Yeah. So, oh, RMJ, I am
He's a
a
big nerd.
huge nerd. So, thank you. That means a lot. So yeah, it's just a situation that we're gonna take and make something really cool happen and try this out and see how it goes. And I feel so fortunate to have uh two amazing companies that are just as excited about it as I am. And I think that's the best part here is
It's pretty
Aaron's
cool.
Aaron's stoked. Todd and Dylan and Alan over at Infinite are stoked. So yeah. So
Yeah, good for you, babe.
So gonna be fun. Stay tuned for a lot of stuff. If we do, like, if there's an EO disc, it's very likely it's going to tie into the story from, yeah, maybe from here on out, but there might be still some stuff we sprinkle in that won't be, because we just want to move, we need to move some product and give the get the people some really really cool stuff. So stay tuned to Metalflake Glow Dynasties. More people and alpacas will introduce a new character, which will probably be out in the fall. Um, and yeah, so really really cool stuff. So yeah, yeah, cool.
There are the positives.
That's some positives. It's gonna be fun.
Yeah.
I'm
Hi,
pumped.
Chan. Oh
Chan,
no!
what?
That burn that I got yesterday,
Mm-hmm.
it's a whole blister and everything.
I knew it was coming.
Ugh. Ew. That looks bad.
Yeah.
At least it doesn't hurt anymore.
Keep putting Neosporin on it. Even probably you're probably gonna have to wait for it to pop and drain and all that
Okay, we
stuff.
don't have to talk about that.
How much has the bag changed this season? It hasn't really. From my in the bag, a couple things are out. Like, I'm not, the Polecat and Animus are on the bench right now. Still have them at the ready, but not working. Uh, no, the Liberty Justice was not going to tie in. We just did that one to get something out. So
Yeah, I
uh,
guess not, huh?
RMJ, absolutely. I have the to give reference, the alpaca is basically a P2, and in all of my time leading up to before I signed with Dynamic Discs, I was using the P2, the Innovamade P2, and that has been my most favorite disc to throw and putt in the putter mold. So
So you think it'll stick?
I absolutely do. I haven't felt this good putting uh, in like 2 or 3 years. So, and
That's
I was
great.
putting. I putted great. I had great putting performances when I was with Dynamic Discs, but there's something about these that I'm just starting to feel out and figure out, and I feel really really good. So I just have to
Good.
kind of keep living in that moment. So yeah.
JCap, check the website, whalesax.com. I didn't have a ton of max weight stuff, but if I do have any, it'll all be on the website. Yeah, I do still have some hybrid furies, and we were gonna start reaching out to some companies to see if they wanted to wholesale them. So if you have a shop in town that you would love to see furies at, then give them a call. Tell them to contact us. We'll probably be reaching out this week. And we're also about to do a sale on our wholesale, which we've literally never done. We never do that. So we're gonna do $1 off per whale for wholesale orders. So also if you have a store looking to get in, or if you are a store, then get on, well, just wait, and then we'll be releasing that, I think, in the next week. We'll be doing that sale. So
Man, I've been
yeah,
watching all of Another Round. They like Joe he's throwing it,
he
Zeke's
loves
throwing
it.
it, his wife's throwing it. It's like really
He
really fun to see
loves
the
it.
hype of the Hybrid Fury. I actually was watching Erica Stinchcombe throw it. I saw someone else ripping on it. And I sold a couple Furies when I was doing my event with Infinite. People were asking. I was like, it's a perfect straight disc in a 9 speed. So if you're stepping up and it's a disc you can continue to grow with, is like, and people loved that. I think that's the part about the Fury that is so good, is that no matter your skill level, it has use. And it's like, oh, if you're just starting out, it only gets better with age too.
Yeah, I've gotten a lot of really good feedback. It's been pretty cool to see that. So yeah.
Well, we're coming up on a decent amount of time. If we can kind of start to wrap up, if we'd like to. This has been, we got a little later start, just some technical difficulties, and I mean, yeah, I just, when it comes down to it, uh, being able to have these types of hangout sessions and chat with you all, even though it's been a few weeks. Sorry about that. Um,
We just missed last week, right?
Maybe.
I think
What's
it was
up,
just
base
last week.
run? Yeah, I think there's the RMJ, the Fury would be more understable than both the Dynasty and the Exodus. So it would be in that easy for turnovers, and the Fury would almost also fit a great roller slot. So if you don't have anything in that, you can maybe not right out of the box unless you have like a lot of power, but if you season it in just a little bit, it'll flip really well. Temu Nisanen, when he was with Latitude, was rolling a Fury. I have rolled Tina's, and I've watched Tina roll Furies, and it is a great roller disc. So yeah,
They are
so
quite great.
yeah, yeah, definitely awesome. Yeah, I have heard that the Metal Flake Glow dynasties are going to be. I think they came out a little. They have a little more dome, so that might mean that they are a little bit more overstable. They are slightly stiff, but not like crazy stiff. So that's a huge positive. They are showing up this week, I think, and I will be able to test them out over the next week and a half, which is going to be sweet. The what was I going to say? Oh, there is another plastic that is dropping in the Dynasty, and that is going to be Luster Sea Blend, just Luster Sea Blend. Not I don't think Luster Metal Flake, so not concrete, but uh, those are going to we are going to do a very special collaboration with the Infinite Discs VIP Club. So 1,500 of those might be the rarest of the story stamps because we're going to do a collaboration on those too, and put out some story stuff on that. So yeah, that'll be cool. So if you're not a part of that, you need to get on the wait list, and if not, you just need to ask. Be posting on the ISO page because those VIP discs usually do end up getting sold to other people, but some people hold on to them for collectors. But the whole VIP club is pretty cool and a very cool opportunity. So make sure you check that out. Yeah. Have
Cool.
we have we thought about that as a like whale sacks subscription box or
What?
anything like that?
I don't know what you mean.
So people sign up to be a part of the
Yes,
Killer Whale
I
Club.
don't really have interest in doing that.
Okay.
I think, yeah, it's just like extra work that I don't think I can. I guess if I had like Steph and Zach orchestrated or whatever, that would be fine. People have asked to have us in their subscription box a few times, and it's literally never worked out because they're always trying to get product for like $0,
Yeah.
which is interesting. It
Yeah.
just hasn't been worth it. Like they want a bunch of them, which is great, but they like I wouldn't even make any profit off of them. So it's just like, well, I don't think it's that worth it to just take a hit like that to get our name out there, you know?
Mhm.
But
So
it's
I'm
just a lot of extra work for me.
I'm gonna try and work with Infinite on those that VIP run, and I know it'll probably maybe make the VIP members happy, but I'm going to ask, and if they say no, they say no. But it's always fine to ask. Is ask if I can get a small batch of them for myself to sell, even though that means they wouldn't be the one of 1,500, but they might be one of 2,000. So I can have 500 to sell to the public as well. But
It's
that
a good idea.
might be asking too much, and it might defeat the purpose of the VIP club. But if it's a one of 2,000 stamp, I still think it's going to be very popular and and not really lose that much value type of thing. So
Yeah.
yeah, and yeah, and people understanding that it's a part of the story, maybe they'll understand. But at the same time, if VIP club says no, I am going to honor that. So yeah, outside of all that stuff, there's a lot of, like I said, there's a lot of really cool things. Expect to see maybe an RPM Kotare. collaboration, which I highly suggest anybody who needs a wildly overstable utility disc to check out the Kotare. It's been a important and integral disc in my bag. It has saved me strokes a few times this season with how it's it's nuts how overstable it is. Um, uh, I know we might be working on doing a small collab with the Terminal Velocity Ursus. Even though those glow ones just dropped, we uh, might consider doing some bottom stamps. So they won't be a part of the story, but there might be something coming along with there. I really like the Terminal Velocity owner and what they're trying to do and the stuff that they're doing. So it's really, really nice to see. So make sure you guys check them out. More Bjorgs will likely happen in the future. It's at least the hope, and we're gonna ask. We've discussed Clay Morios, so I need to chat with Emil of Latitude 64, so that would be fun. Um, yeah, I think that's kind of where we land for at least the remainder of this year, and kind of definite stuff that we want to kind of continue to work with going forward. So. Um, the future opportunities to do stuff with MVP Axiom we're gonna keep that in line. You know, we've done an amazing collab with Discraft. We've got a lot of really cool things in the works, and I definitely have also talked with Aaron of ThoughtSpace about doing a Votums are good stamp, because that's been a very fun thing that's kind of come up in the ThoughtSpace community. Is the moment I started throwing Votums, I just said Votums are good, and then a handful of their members just loved that saying. So I'd love to see like a comic book style font that just says "Votums are good" as a stamp that's like three foiled. I think it'd look pretty sweet. So little things, the ideas, and just like kind of giving you guys a look inside of my crazy brain. So, and my Brian is always always going crazy. So as Tina's is right now, I can tell.
Yeah, sorry. I'm kind of struggling if I'm being honest. I
Yeah,
haven't eaten for like 20 hours. I
yeah.
should probably go eat some food. But Ace Rent, there's the link for our customs. We can kind of do anything for you. If you have a pattern that you have in mind, we can run with that, but we also have a designer to help you make what you're dreaming about too. So now would be a great time. We only have a few in the queue right now, so timing wise, we're doing pretty good. So, and we'd appreciate the order. I'll help pay for Eric's car.
Yeah.
Yeah. Um, yeah, I gotta go. I have to eat. I am literally gonna pass out, and I'm sitting down, which is crazy.
Mm-hmm.
So that tells you how not so great I'm feeling.
Oh, gotcha. Gotcha. I hope so. Well, yes. Well, then I think let's wrap it up. Tina's gonna go grub. She's gonna put some. Her body is in need of nourishment. I uh expect to see a Twitch stream from us.
I'm
Twitch.tv/arock
hoping in the
Oakley.
next couple days. Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna be doing some fundraising on that for Daisy, and to help us kind of get a little bit more help on car, garden, every type of situation for us to kind of just make things work. So be on the lookout for that. Thank you everybody for tuning in today. Like I said, 50% of what was donated today is going to help our neighbor's cat, Daisy.
Yeah. Thank you so much, everybody.
50% is going to us, that is going to help probably with car stuff.
Pay for Eric's cars.
So
All right.
yes, keep spreading
You
the
guys are the
love,
best.
keep
Thank you
being
for
awesome.
everything. We love you.
We are very lucky to have this community. So I love you, Tina.
I love you, and I love everyone else.